guys, welcome back to Wedding Wednesdays here on my channel. So today's video, instead of like what I've been doing, today's video is actually going to feature my fiance, and I have written out questions and I am going to answer each of those right now, where I answer them as me and then I think what he would say to that question. And then I'm going to have him come in another time when I'm not here, and he's going to answer those same 10 questions as to what he thinks, and then what he thinks I'm going to answer. And then through the power of editing, I'm going to put them together. So my answer for number one and what I think he's going to say, his answer for number one and he thinks I'm going to say, and I'll put them together. I'll put my commentary in pink and he'll put his commentary in blue. As I'm editing, I think it'll be really funny to watch this back. So number one, what part of the wedding day are you the most excited about? I think I'm the most excited about the reception and just like having the stress of the wedding over with and just being able to visit with our guests and, you know, have a drink after a long day and just enjoy it. I think Ben is most excited about getting through with the dance, like our first dance, and like having to do all that, and like he doesn't like to be the center of attention, so I think his response would just be like, not to have it over with, but just like the stressful part, like just be able to enjoy the day.
I think the part I'm most excited about is the actual ceremony, in particular maybe the saying our vows and when we say I do and it all becomes official. Her answer, I think probably the same thing would be my guess.
Number two, what is one thing that you've splurged on? Do you have any regrets about that? For me, I've splurged on my wedding dress a bit. I spent over my budget, and then I had to add on all the accessories and the sash and the veil and the shoes and the jewelry. So I would say I spent, by the time it's all said and done, I might have spent like 40% more than I had planned on the wedding dress, but I don't regret it because I know a lot of women who bought a dress that was a little bit like less expensive than, you know, or stayed within budget, but they like aren't that happy with it. And the whole day they're like pulling up the thing because it doesn't fit right, and they're just not happy with the photos and everything. And I feel like those photos are going to be around forever. So that's something that I splurged on, but I don't have any regrets.
Her answer would maybe be the dress. You know, she did pretty good. She didn't really splurge, but you know, she went a little bit over because she wanted what she wanted.
What do I think Ben thinks? I think Ben is going to say that we've splurged on everything, but mostly like the linens. I think he thinks that it's silly that I wanted to have the gold sequin runners down the center of the tables. Now, I think it's like going to add a big like pop, and I think it's going to be really fun and make an impact for, it's like $15 per table, so we may have 10 to 12 tables, so it could be up to $200, you know. So I don't think he likes that. Plus we upgraded the sweethearts table to like a full length complete round table linen that's all gold and sequins, and that was like $55. So I think he would say the linens have been an upgrade, and he doesn't really care about that, so he probably would say eh.
I'm not sure I would really say that I've splurged on anything. Usually I've pretty much just let her pick out her choices, and I've just sort of gone along with it.
Number three, what part of the wedding day makes you the most nervous? I would say just that like everything goes okay. That would be good, but I think the dancing is probably for me too. We need to take some lessons, and I need to dance with my dad, so I want to get that part like to the point where it doesn't make me nervous anymore. Like I want to take enough lessons so that it doesn't make me nervous. And I think Ben would say the exact same thing, that it's the dancing.
Probably like any of the sort of like public performance elements are what make me nervous, like the saying the vows, even just sort of standing up there during the ceremony with everyone watching isn't really my thing. For her, maybe the dance, the first dance.
Number 4, what is one task or item on the list of things left to do or arrange for the wedding day that has been weighing on your mind? For me, it's buying gifts for the people that we have to buy gifts for. I already got gifts for my bridesmaids, but it's customary, to buy a gift for all these people in the wedding, and your parents and their parents and people from, I just think that that's something that I need to do, and I don't even know where to start. I'm gonna have to start Googling, like, what do you normally give somebody that, that kind of stuff. So
her answer, maybe making the selections with the DJ. Like, they want us to pick out songs that are going to be played like during each event throughout the night. And she's very musically inclined, so I think she wants to find the perfect song for everything. And so that seems like that's, there's a lot of decisions to be made there.
For Ben, I would think that his groomsmen gifts would be the most that he's been thinking about a lot, to buy something for his groomsmen.
Probably the groomsmen organization is sort of the main thing that I have left to do, like buying them the groomsmen gifts and making sure they have the information for the tuxedo rentals and all of that.
Number 5, which aspect of wedding planning has been the most fun, and are there any aspects you would love to do again? Ooh, I would say that the food tasting was pretty fun, but the cake tasting was the most fun. And I would totally do that again if you let me, and I think Ben would say the same.
The most fun aspect of wedding planning has been actually the honeymoon planning, if that counts. I don't know if that's cheating, but actually sort of planning out the trip and the different events. I think it's going to be a lot more relaxing than the wedding, which is probably going to be like very hectic and stressful. Her answer, maybe dress shopping. I mean, she got to go out with her sister, stepsisters, and she was sort of, got to look at a bunch of dresses, try some on.
Number 6, what is one thing your fiance has done well during the planning process? Is there anything you would like to see them work on? Ben is perfect. Okay, something that Ben has done really well is he's really relaxed, and he doesn't let stuff get to him, and he just takes everything apart piece by piece and to make a plan, and he sticks to it, and it's great.
Her answer, I think she thinks that I have done a good job of managing the finances, making sure that everything is paid for without going into debt.
Something I'd like to see him work on. I guess I could say that I wouldn't mind if he engaged more with his groomsmen and got more plans underway and made contact with them, and I don't even know for sure. We're 9 weeks out. I don't even know for sure who are his groomsmen. For sure. Do the groomsmen know what's expected of them? I don't know if there's been any communication. So I would say that that's something that he could work on. Even if the answer is yeah, I've already been working with them on that kind of stuff, just clue me in, So I feel okay, that's not something I need to worry about. He's got it taken care of.
I think what she has done best is maybe just sort of the big picture planning, figuring out what still has to be left to be decided, and making sure that we tackle each step in a timely fashion. That's really one of her strengths, and she's kept us on track.
Which of your food choices are you the most excited to try? I loved the turkey pinwheels. They're little round appetizers, and I would totally eat those right now. If you brought me a little tray of hors d'oeuvres, I would just eat 10 of them. So that sounds really good. The sirloin, the steak that we're having is so good too. I tried it already. And obviously the cake. We got 2 different cake flavors, so I like them both. Ben likes them both. It's going to be awesome.
Her answer, I think, would be the mashed potatoes. She really seemed to like those during the tasting, so that's my my guess.
For Ben, I would say his chocolate peanut butter cake, no questions asked. But we did also have them do a late night snack, and they're going to have grilled cheese with tomato soup. And I think Ben may be really excited for the grilled cheese.
The cake. I'm looking forward to that.
What part of the process so far has stressed you out the most? And Ben, what has stressed me out the most has been the invitations, like getting those in the mail, and now that they're in the mail and their RSVPs are coming back, I'm like, okay, everything is planned to the point where, like, if I did no more planning, I have a venue, I have food, I have a cake, I have a dress, we already picked out the tuxes, there is some decor, you know what I mean? Like, at this point, everything's good, but until those invitations went out, nobody knew when to go, where to go, that kind of stuff. So now that those have been mailed out, like, I feel an immediate stress relief from myself, because I'm like, okay, at this point, anything above and beyond what we already have will be good. Will definitely add to the experience. But, like, the stress was big time relief when I finished those invitations and got them in the mail.
And her answer, maybe the invitations. There was actually a period of about a month when we were trying to get the invitations made and sent out, but the site that we were doing it through, Costco.com, their invitation vendor was down, and we couldn't do it, and so we ended up having to go a different way. And I think that sort of set a lot of other things back, and that was kind of stressful for her in particular.
For Ben, I think the invitations too. I mean, he did the labels, the address labels, and like typed in all the names and like printed the little labels. But I think for him, his stress comes from my stress, and so if I'm stressed out about something, then I feel like he might feel that a little bit, and it affects him. So maybe that was a relief to him to get the invitations in the mail.
Probably the most stressful part for me has been the finances, you know, because we chose an all-inclusive venue, so we gave them a certain amount, and then they allocated that between the various vendors. But then when it came time to actually meet with each of them, that basically covered a bare bones package, and they basically encouraged us to go over that amount. And so it's sort of been a struggle trying to make sure that we stick to the budget we had in mind, but without, you know, actually making it seem like a bare bones wedding, because that's really not what we wanted.
What do you want to do the day after the wedding? Does anything change? Our wedding is actually the day before Thanksgiving, so the day after the wedding is Thanksgiving, and we'll have family in town and stuff, so we'll probably hang out by ourselves and sleep in and enjoy each other in the morning, and then wake up whenever we feel like waking up. We'll probably make an appearance at the Thanksgivings for the family, and I have divorced parents and his family, you know, in town too, so we'll probably have several gatherings to go to on Thanksgiving Day. So the day after the wedding, I don't know, like, it'd be nice to take the day for ourselves and like do something that just the two of us want to do, but I think a lot of businesses are closed. We're not going out of town for the honeymoon right away. We're actually waiting a few months for that. So I would say we'll just hang out with family, you know, take advantage of them being in town.
The day after the wedding, well, what I want to do is nothing, just relax, but it's going to be Thanksgiving, and we're going to have 100 family members in town. So probably what we're actually going to do is go to maybe 3 different Thanksgiving dinners. And probably, I think that's her answer too.
And does anything change after the wedding? I mean, besides like legally being married and like him going on, like combining insurances, combining cell phone plans and all that stuff. We already have a house together, that kind of stuff. So not really, just administrative stuff we have to get done, you know, after we have the marriage license, like changing my name and getting all that stuff. But I don't think much will change. We've already lived together for 1.5 years, so not too much. And for Ben, I think he would say the same thing that I did. Just enjoy each other, hang out, and see the family. And I don't think much will change. I don't think he thinks that anything will change once we're married. So those are what we think, and I cannot wait to reflect back on whatever Ben answers for the same questions. So thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we are excited. The countdown continues. We have 63 days left until our wedding, which is 9 weeks from today. We'll be tying the knots. So very excited, and I hope you guys enjoyed this take on a video. Let me know what you guys want to see in our next Wedding Wednesday vlogs. I mean, we don't always have a lot of planning going on because we're kind of at the end. We've already made a lot of the choices, but if you want to see anything in particular, let me know. If you want to see another video like this later, let me know what kind of questions you would want to ask Ben, stuff like that. So thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.